All right, welcome to This Explainer. Today we're talking about a completely, entirely new way to operate. If you've been hitting a wall with your workload lately, we're going to set up your AI Chief of Staff. We're totally moving away from those outdated, exhausting productivity models that basically just tell you to wake up at 4 a.m., chug more coffee, and push yourself until you break. Instead, we're going to build a system that radically changes how you tackle your daily obligations.
Look, we've all been sold this lie, right? This idea that pure effort, just grinding it out and putting in way more hours is the missing ingredient to your success. We've internalized the belief that if we just push a little harder, clear out one more email, or stay at the desk just 20 minutes later, we'll finally get ahead. But here's the honest truth. You don't need to work harder. If you're completely exhausted by 5 p.m., just staring blankly at your screen, it's not a lack of willpower. You've just hit the human limit. You've maxed out your bandwidth. And throwing more raw energy at a broken workflow, it just isn't the answer anymore.
So if effort isn't the answer, what is? Well, you need someone running your life. Think about it. Top-tier executives, presidents, high-level CEOs, they aren't deep in the weeds categorizing their inbound emails, are they? They aren't agonizing over which minor, low-impact task to tackle before lunch. They have a chief of staff. They have a dedicated right-hand person guarding their focus and teeing up the day, so the executive only has to execute at a high level. You need that exact same operational support. You absolutely need a buffer between you and the chaos of your to-do list.
Because here's the real kicker. The real problem isn't actually the work. Writing the code, designing the deck, filming the video, that stuff is manageable. You're great at that part. The true bottleneck that's draining your day is deciding what to do next, all day long. It's the relentless decision fatigue. It's that mental ping-pong of looking at an overflowing inbox, glancing at Slack, checking a messy sticky note, and trying to rank them all by priority. By the time you actually sit down to do the work, your brain is already fried from the sheer administrative burden of organizing it.
Okay, let's dive into Section 1. Hire your AI executive.
Like we said, you need a chief of staff. And the amazing thing is, modern AI is now fully capable of stepping right into that role. AI tells you exactly what matters. It acts as this objective, hyper-efficient third party that cuts right through the emotional noise of your schedule. Unlike us, AI doesn't have a mini panic attack when it sees 40 unread emails. It doesn't feel the anxiety of a looming deadline. It simply takes the parameters you give it, analyzes the variables, and hands you a ruthlessly efficient operational plan. It literally takes all that cognitive heavy lifting right off your plate.
So, how do we build this? Let's move to Section 2, the 4-step setup.
This is an incredibly simple, actionable flow to completely offload your mental load. It's just 4 steps. Tell it to act as your chief of staff, give it your tasks, let it prioritize your day, and check in daily. Let's break down exactly how this closed-loop system actually works, because this is where the theory turns into real, tangible time saved.
Step 1. You have to tell the AI, act as my chief of staff. You want to use that exact literal prompt. By typing those words, you're not just opening a basic chatbot anymore. You are framing a highly capable executive persona. You're instructing the AI to step up and view your chaotic professional life as a complex strategic puzzle that it needs to solve. You're giving it the context that it's actively managing your output and protecting your time. That persona shift, it's the foundation of the whole shebang.
Then, step 2, give it your tasks. And I mean, this is incredibly liberating. You just do a massive brain dump, forward those 5 chaotic email threads, paste in your project deadlines, list out the random thoughts keeping you up at night. Don't format it, don't categorize it. Seriously, don't even worry about your spelling. Just hand the absolute mess over. It's exactly like walking into an assistant's office, dropping a giant box of scattered files on their desk and saying, please sort this out for me. It instantly clears up your mental RAM.
Step 3 is where the absolute magic happens. Let it prioritize your day. The AI analyzes that huge mountain of chaos and dictates the exact order of operations. It hands you back a clean, linear list. Do this first, do this second, and hey, ignore this other thing until Thursday. You no longer agonize over what to do next. You just put your head down and execute. The AI becomes the manager, and you get to be the brilliant technician, totally in your flow state.
And finally, Step 4, check in daily. Now, this isn't some magic wand you wave once and forget about, right? It's a dynamic management relationship. So grab your morning coffee, take literally 2 minutes, and update your AI. Tell it what you finished yesterday, feed it the new fires that popped up this morning. If a client pushed a deadline back, just drop that new variable into the chat. That brief daily sync keeps the system flawlessly calibrated to the reality of your day.
Which brings us to the ultimate payoff in Section 3, reclaim your time. When you're stuck deciding what to do all day, you're trapped in this exhausting cycle of just spinning your wheels.
You end the day totally drained, but somehow feeling like you got nothing of substance done. But by offloading that administrative burden, the dynamic completely flips. You stop feeling busy, and you start feeling in control. You transition from a frantic worker bee reacting to every single notification into the actual manager of your own time.
So once you experience the total clarity of having an AI chief of staff, a pretty provocative question pops up. What else can you offload, right? If your daily tasks are covered flawlessly, what is next? Meeting notes on autopilot? Automated inbox triage? The possibilities for scaling yourself are suddenly limitless. Be sure to follow along for more of these explainer deep dives into reclaiming your time. Now go open your AI, drop in that prompt, and hire your new executive right now.